the idea that there is a teachable methodology to nevuah that the Torah is referencing here is interesting. I'm not sure that points in the direction of saying we should be trying to reconstitute it, because it's also putting a big warning sign over it and saying that way lies danger. That if you start trying to, well, I don't know. I think I've tried to point this out in other ways elsewhere, that the staff turning into a serpent, it's not just an arbitrary animal. It's the nachash, which is the animal it represents a temptation into transgression. It's an animal that we think of as dangerous, like certainly poisonous snakes. And the word nichush, spelled with nun, het, and shin, is pagan augury. So the whole notion of turning staffs into serpent and what Moshe is doing, and we also have an extra reference to that because of the nachash nechoshet that he makes, this snake on a pole, this copper snake on a pole, which Chizkiyahu ultimately has to destroy because it is an object of idolatry in his generation. So over and over again, we have this warning that somehow what Moshe is learning at the burning bush is essential to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants him to do, but also is a very treacherous and slippery or difficult or dangerous kind of technique to work with, where you can set one toe wrong and suddenly you're actually just teaching people to be, Harry Potter and leading them in the wrong direction. So I don't know whether that means, you sort of board it up and don't go back, or whether it just means we're supposed to tread carefully and recognize the dangers, but that it's also worth it for us to appreciate that the Torah itself is suggesting that there is a way of having a connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that has an aspect of dialogue to it that perhaps began with Avraham, and that Moshe had to learn methodologically in order that he could fill the role that he ultimately did.